Welcome to Kiev. I'm here today with Victoria, and we're gonna talk more about beautiful city of Kiev, things to do, where to go, maybe on a date, because you're gonna be meeting a lot of people, most likely, very interesting people. And since you're not local, you might need some tips of someone who knows all about Kiev. So where would you recommend to go for a date?
For a date, it depends, of course, of your interests, but we have great variety of places to go in Kiev. I would start from recommending some museums. We have over 150 museums, different kinds of historical war museums, so you can choose what you like. Art galleries, theaters, cinema, it may be some exhibitions.
Yeah, Kiev is a great city with a lot of history, a lot of culture. And again, there is no language barrier. You can go to art gallery, you don't really need to speak the local language to understand what's going on. You can enjoy modern art, classic art. You can, again, ask your date what she prefers. There's such a big variety. And we're talking about theaters. I believe there's a wonderful opera house here in Kiev as well.
Yes, we have one of the oldest one in Europe. This opera house was established in 19th century and it has over 1,000 seats. It's huge, several stores, and we have a great variety of performances, ballet, musicals. So even if you don't speak English, you can go and enjoy with your lady.
Ballet always will work in this case.
Yeah.
And the tickets are fairly cheap. I mean, you can get really good seats for like $15-20. Where else can you enjoy, such a high quality performance for that little money? So price is important as well.
Yeah, and also we have cinemas like 3D, 7D, where you don't need to understand language. You just see.
What is 7D?
7D, it's very interesting when you are sitting in the chair and they give you these glasses and you start to move. And if you see some swings of the road, you move with your chair, then they may spray some water into your face. You just really feel all the actions that is happening in the movie. And you don't need any language. It's exciting. You feel that.
Yeah, it's kind of like this concept, they have a Disneyland or Universal Studios that have those little shows for 5 minutes, but imagine you're doing it in, the entire movie length. That's pretty cool. I haven't tried that, at least for an hour and a half, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, also we have cinemas where they translate English movies. For instance, Blockbuster is very popular, it's a huge one of the biggest one in Kiev, and you can go there if you're friend or lady speaks English, you may go there and enjoy English movie together. Sometimes they have Ukrainian movies but with subtitles, and you can easily understand what is happening in the movie because you can read.
Well, and okay, so there's again a lot of culture in one way or another. Well, what about parks? I've seen the really nice park near Independence Square here. I've been there a few times.
Yes, we have multiple parks. I think more than 300 parks in Kiev, and there are big ones, small ones nearby our like Independence Square where we are sitting right now. It's walking distance, Mariinsky Park. It's small one, tiny, but it is very popular among couples because we have famous Bridge of Love. Where you can walk and notice different signs of love, like hearts or some locks or some types.
I saw this bridge. With those little locks. I saw a lot of weddings there. So that's
many weddings in this park as well. So it's very beautiful in summertime, springtime, and it's easy to reach this place. It's walking distance. You can also go to bigger ones like Galasievsky Park or some botanical gardens, and there you can rent bike, you can ride horse, you can ride four wheels. even zip line. We have.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I believe it goes like all the way to the beach, right? So and
Yeah.
then you walk back on the pedestrian bridge back, so that's quite an exercise.
Yes. We even have a small island in Kiev. We have the main river Dnieper, and you can use this zip line and let's say fly over the river. It's exciting, very good idea to have fun at least.
And I hope you will not crash.
No.
Well, just saying. I have not done that again. I have a fear of heights, so but that's pretty cool. And there are also a lot of sporting events. I mean, I guess there's a beautiful soccer stadium not far from here. So there is local team Dynamo Kiev playing. There is a lot of other international teams coming to play. So that's fun to watch if you're into soccer or whatever it is. There are definitely different options available. What else? What about unusual dates? Okay, so everybody goes to movies, everybody goes to theater, but something I don't know, something romantic but unusual. Can you think of anything?
Romantic, it may be boat trip when the weather is good. You can, again, we have Dnieper River, which is a long distance river, and you can just take a river boat trip on the river and just enjoy your time there. They usually play some romantic music on the boat, and you can observe the sceneries, people who are together having fun, take pictures, and also you can order some small drinks on the boat. And
they serve food, they serve drinks, so you have on a dinner and you actually enjoy the views of Kiev. And I personally would recommend to do it in the evening because the skylight is just the lights of Kiev at night is just spectacular. All those bridges lit up, it's totally worth it.
If it should be something extremely exciting, it may be jumping from the bridge with a rope, or something else, but I would not recommend to do that on first or second date.
That
Definitely.
might be a last one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, actually, some women are into extreme sports. So who knows? But you definitely want to ask your date about that first.
Yeah.
And I was walking around the mall the other day. I noticed those little kiosks that say sell kind of gift certificates for unusual dates. So it could be a date on the roof, so it also the Picatinny building, and it's just serve a table there, and they can have a guy play violin while you have a meal, and on this roof overlooking Kiev, or horseback riding. So that's fairly easy to arrange.
Actually, we have on Arsenalne subway station, we have a garden on the roof of the high building. It's a romantic place, and also we have another high store building also in the center of Kiev, and you can arrange your date. You just call or the table over there, and they arrange everything. They serve food, they play music, as Anna said. It's very romantic surrounding atmosphere, and it's a good idea to impress your lady if you are truly romantic people.
Yeah. And actually, guys, if you like good live music, Cruciatic Street is a really good place to go on the weekends. So Friday evening, Saturday evening, there's a bunch of bars and restaurants, so you can just walk along the street and pick the venue that you personally like. They have a lot of good cover bands, so whatever it is music you're into, or if you want some local, that's there too. And just walk in, have a drink, enjoy a date, enjoy your evening. And there's so many good restaurants, even around Cruciatic itself. You don't need to go far to try really good cuisine. And there's all kind of it. There's Italian restaurants, there's local, of course, there are plenty of local Ukrainian restaurants. There's Первак, Ukrainian restaurant is
Tsarskoye Selo, also very good one, yeah. Yeah, so there are great variety. Right now we are sitting in Très Français, it's French. Kiev is popular for a great variety of cuisine and restaurants, as Anna said, and we can serve any kind, like Georgian food, Italian, Chinese, Ukrainian, of course, and many kinds of, Mexican even. So you can find whatever you like and would like to try at least, So
Well, Mexican food wasn't that spectacular in Kiev. It's just, coming from Arizona, I get spoiled to try really good Mexican food there. But French cuisine is actually really decent. I really like French cuisine, overall, and surprisingly, one of the best ones I found here in Kiev. There is a couple more nearby, but Chef Francais is by far my favorite in Ukraine. So that definitely worth checking out. It's nice, quiet atmosphere, and foie gras here is pretty awesome. Just saying.
yeah, we have a few other small cafes, restaurants nearby. One of them we just visited. It's Fina Familia.
I believe Mediterranean, right?
Yes, seafood, all kinds of, and it's high quality food for very reasonable prices. And you can also go to nearby restaurant Pace. It's, as far as I know, it's Italian and also very popular among foreigners, guests of our city. So there are many rucola, also very, very famous, many Ukrainian places, as Anna said.
And the menus are duplicated in English, so it's fairly easy to order, and waiters usually speak at least a little bit of English, or pretty decent English, so should not be an issue to order your meal. Well, guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We'll be happy to tell you more about Kiev, this wonderful city.
Thank you. See you. Bye.